Welcome to a new season of Orrville Works. I'm Lori Reinbolt, President of the Orrville Area Chamber of Commerce. I'll be your host this season. We will be introducing people that help to make Orrville work. From councilmen to educators to civic leaders and industry leaders. So these are the people that make our community work. Today we are with one of the people that helps to make Orrville work, Bev Waseman, who's the principal at Orrville Elementary School. And so I want to introduce you all to Bev.
Good morning.
So thank you for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Taking some time to introduce yourself to our community. You have been here in Orrville for quite some time, but I'm sure there's some folks that don't know you. So tell me a little bit about you and what brought you to Orrville.
Well, I've been in Orrville. This will be my 17th year. I began as the principal at Maple Street School when we were a K through 6 building. I've been through the transition of kindergarten through 6th grade when we moved to grade specific buildings. Kindergarten through 2nd grade stayed at Maple. And then we made the transition to our brand new buildings, kindergarten through 4th grade at Orrville Elementary. So that happened in 2010. So we've been in our new building now for 7 years.
Wow. So it seems like that just happened, but my goodness, it's been 7 years already.
It has been. We are always very thankful to our community. They were very generous. Our building is beautiful. We have guests that come from other areas for programs, and they always compliment how beautiful our facilities are, and we always tell them thank you to our community for being so generous.
Let's talk a little bit about that new environment and what that has meant to how you do the work that that you do.
Because our facilities are so very well equipped, our students have really state-of-the-art possibilities with electronics and technology and play space and artistic and musical space. So not only are our academics strong, they have the opportunities for all of those other activities. We have all of the Chromebook capabilities for all of our classrooms, smart boards in every classroom, so our teachers have everything that they need.
So you're preparing our next generation.
We are preparing our students to make sure they are very successful young adults in Orrville Middle School and then obviously in Orrville High School. We're starting them very young.
So you've been here for 17 years. Where were you before? Kind of what is your background?
My background, I was an assistant principal in Akron Public, and then I taught in Akron Public. I had the pleasure of teaching every grade except for kindergarten. I've taught everybody, and then did a middle school assistant position for 3 years, and then came here.
So a little switch from Akron Public District to an
Very
Orrville.
much.
What is it that stands out the most about the Orrville community?
The Orrville community is very much like the community I came from. I am a Northwest High School graduate, which is southern, Stark County. So that area is very much like Orrville. And I remember when I first came and first interviewed, they asked me, what brings you to this area?
Right.
Because that's what I'm comfortable with. It's my background, it's my family. My family still lives there. It's a small town with resources that support school, resources that support students and families, and that's what I was used to.
Right.
So this feels very much like home because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah. So, well, welcome home.
Thank you.
So we're very glad to have you here.
I feel like Orrville truly is my second home. I spend a lot of time here, and I enjoy it a great deal.
Well, I know that you have also been very involved with the Heartland education community, and that is something that is very uniquely Orrville, so you'd not have had that experience before. What has working with Heartland meant to you as an educator?
It is amazing when I try to explain to my friends that work in other places what it's like to have the support of the business community, families, our social organizations, that we all come together to have a common goal, which is to support education. They are amazed that that can happen. Being able to go to them, ask for their support. I have the pleasure of being the chair of the Character Education Committee. So all of our goals of preparing our young students with a good foundation and those solid skills to be great citizens, beyond being academically solid, they're character. They have wonderful character. So we take that pride that the steering committee, the Heartland Steering Committee, supports not only academic education, but the character education of all of our students as well. I'm very proud to be a part of that. I brought a sample of our calendar.
Sure.
This is the calendar that the Heartland Steering Committee puts out every year with the help of the Character Education Committee, and they publish these for every family in our district. And the community can pick them up at several locations. This tells about the school. It tells all of the dates and events that happen during the year. So we want parents and community members to know what's going on.
Right.
We want them to be a part of what we do. And the great part of it is our words of the month are all on the calendar, because that's how important those 12 words of the month are to us. We
Right.
want everybody to know those.
Right. So it's a good preparation of our students with good character, to be good citizens, good employees.
Yes.
Preparing them to be successful in
That
life.
is our goal. That is our goal, that when our local employers receive our graduates, they are good character students for us, and then good employees for them.
So, and that is so important. Today we hear a lot of employees having some issues
Yes.
with things that are addressed with character education. So we're glad that Orrville graduates at least have had
Yes, and the
experience
community
with
is
this.
supportive of that. We're very pleased, and we're proud of it. We are a nationally recognized district for character education. We've received honors from the state of Ohio and the National Character Education Partnership Council. So we're very proud of our program.
So, well, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that.
Thank
So,
you.
I know you work hard to make that happen and improve it every year.
Yes.
And, make sure that all of the teachers are
Yes.
aware of that. You have quite a few new teachers coming into the district this year.
Yes, we do, and we will have an opportunity to share the character education program with them at all levels. As the community is probably aware by now, we do a great big kickoff in the fall, and we're always excited every year for our new theme. This year it will be Build a Better World with Good Character, which we think not only talks about a school, but
Right.
truly school and beyond, which is what our focus is, school and beyond.
So I hear that Heartland Education has also worked on a new initiative this year that we're just getting ready to roll
Yes.
out for the fall.
We are very excited that we are offering Heartland Preschool this year for the first time. It is a program designed to offer preschool to those families that have not had the opportunity to be enrolled in any of our other private preschools in the area. Our goal is to tap that population that hasn't had the opportunity to go to preschool. So we will hold that preschool program at Orrville Elementary this
Okay.
year. And then we are very happy to know that next year, when the renovation at the Boys and Girls Club is finished, we get to move into new facilities over there. So they are working with us to develop a program space. And then our goal will be to add an additional program next year.
Okay.
So this year we have one program, and next year we hope to have an additional one. And this again is thanks to the support of the Heartland Steering Committee. Could not happen without their support.
So why is it so important for kids to have
goodness.
a preschool experience in preparation for school?
Preschool is incredibly important, and I'm sure everyone has heard and read all of the statistics, but basically it gives students the opportunity to socialize and become acquainted with what it's like to cooperate with other boys and girls, to work in a group setting. Obviously learning the academics, but it's also the social roles of learning how to act with friends and to sit in a group and listen to another adult other than mom or dad. The school is very important, and we certainly will have academics, but play and the opportunity to play with tools and toys that give them the ability to build their imaginations and to be creative. Those are a lot of the strategies we want to work on. Obviously, they'll have a strong academic core, but we really want to focus on, yes, their character education, but their creativeness and their building their independence and being ready to come to a true full-day school setting.
Right.
That's our goal.
Right. So excellent. So you mentioned earlier that the Orrville district reminded you of home and where you
Yes.
grew up. But what is it that you think really makes Orrville work?
I truly believe that Orrville works because everyone works together for the same goal. We all want to see Orrville grow. We all want to see Orrville successful, whether we're talking about our elementary age students, our high school age students, or the businesses in the local community. We support each other. You know, our goal is to support local business. We try to do a lot of purchasing and things locally. In turn, we want them to know we hope they grow because they always help us grow. I'm proud of the fact that our community members are so willing to help us. If we truly have a project or a need, all we have to do is ask. And they are right behind us all the time. We feel that support. It's not just our parents, who obviously are wonderful to us, but we have a lot of support and resources from other folks who are just community members with maybe no children in school or grandchildren or had children in the past, but they feel it is important that the school should be successful. They're always around to help us. That doesn't happen in a lot of communities. A lot of times the schools are isolated and it's only the parents, but really I feel support from the mayor's office all the way down, because you know, he works with us regularly on one of our character programs. We have our Citizen of the Month program, and that was initiated through his office. That amazes people in itself when they say your mayor comes. Oh, and then the police chief also comes to help us with our student. And we want them to know that when we do our service projects, especially later in the school year, we want to give back. So we do social projects to help them as well.
Right. So can you tell me a little bit more about the mayor's program to recognize a special student?
Mayor Handwerk, when he became the mayor, decided that it was very important that he recognize good citizens. Once a month, the school selects 1 to 2 students, primary age, and then our little secondary age. And the mayor, myself, and the police chief, we go to their house, we pick them up in the police car, we make a big deal about it for a good reason. The parents are like, this is the only time you're allowed to be there. But we highlight those students that are good character. They ride to school, then we introduce them in front of the entire student population, and we make a big deal about it. Obviously, many of our students would qualify. It's teacher recommendation, and a committee of teachers selects that student, but it makes them realize that not only, and as we say to them, being a good citizen at Orrville Elementary also makes you a good citizen for the city of Orrville.
That's so exciting that you've got all of these programs that help to not only educate our children, but to prepare them for a successful life and to be able to give back to our community.
And we're blessed in our community that our campus is so close together that we at the elementary work well with the middle school and the high school, and they in turn work with us, that all 3 schools have truly that common goal. And all 3 administrators have that common goal that we want our students to be great citizens for the city of Orrville.
Having some of the high school students partner up with your elementary students. There's a program for
there
that,
is a program. We have a mentor program where we use high school students, and they come and meet regularly with some of our elementary students, just to show that you might be in first grade now, but you're going to be an 11th grader someday, and look what can happen by the time you get to 11th grade. It gives them a child role model, so to speak, where they will speak closer with them than they may an adult, and just be their friend. You know, take time, talk to them. Yes, character buddy. And then we also have reading buddies with middle school students. So the 7th and 8th grade teachers bring their middle school students to us to be reading buddies, which is, again, a great reason to use the campus layout to make sure that we have interaction with all of our buildings and all of our students. So we share back and forth.
Well, Bev, thank you so much for sharing with us today and helping the community get to know you a little bit better, and the programs that are going on in our elementary schools, and highlighting character education and a Heartland Preschool that is coming about this year. So thank you so much for helping to make Orrville work.